Hello brewers, pretty excited today, going to brew my favourite beer, or at least attempt to, the James Squire 4 Wives Pilsner. I'm just adding my brewing salts and a quarter teaspoon of sodium met, or Camden tablets, so that's just 1.5 teaspoons of calcium chloride and quarter teaspoon sodium metabisulfite, and that'll dissolve as I'm coming up to temperature. Talk soon. Alright, well, I've mashed in, got the recirculating pump going. If you haven't seen me brew before, I don't use the top plate for the first half hour because I stir through the mash, it gets better efficiency. Getting consistently between 85 and 90% depending on the grain bill. And this is a 4.7 kilo grain bill, 40% Munich, 60% Pilsner, and we'll see what sort of efficiency I get, but I'm looking at hopefully around 85%, and yeah, trying to make a 5 alcohol by volume beer, 5%, and yeah, as I said before, James Squire 4 Wives Pilsner. I'm calling it the Pilsner Guesswork. It's going to have some. I don't have any Dr. Rudy hops, but I have got Super Pride, and it says it uses SARS and Motueka hops. Hope I'm saying it right. And yeah, I'll be adding that in the flavour and aroma additions for this Pilsner. Alright, so the pH is at 5.3 for the mash. I've added my my sparge water's heating. I've got the pH to that at 6. If you haven't heard me talk about that before, getting the sparge pH lower, so when the water flows through the grain bed when you're sparging, that helps increase your efficiency and make sure you don't pull any astringency or unwanted bitterness out of the grain husks because your pH is too high. Well, I've got the top plate on now for the last 30 minutes of the mash, and that should get nice and clear by the end of the 30 minutes. And then I'll start the sparge. Okay, got my sparge going, 17 litres today. Taking my time. I'm just pushing down on the top plate, squeeze a bit more water out. And the water's just about to boil, or the wort's just about to boil. It's the beauty of turning on the boil element while you're sparging. Saves about 25 minutes. I've got to make sure I don't boil over today. Got about 30 litres in the vessel. 90-minute boil for a Pilsner. Make sure I keep that dreaded DMS away. Alright, just about to boil. I've got 10 grams of Super Pride. If you haven't used Super Pride for bittering hops, I recommend trying it. It's a true bitterness in that it's balanced if you've got the right amount, but it's not astringently bitter, it's not mellow bitter like an Amarillo hop, it's just true. Alright, we've got 15 minutes left in the boil, just threw in our 15-minute hop additions, and we've got some Wellflock and yeast nutrient.
I'll dust them off.
Here's the last lot of hops, 15 grams of Motueka and 15 grams of SARS in the basket. Thank you, helper. Smells fantastic. What do you think?
I don't know.
Alright, you can see the proteins are flocculating. Boil's done, 90-minute boil today, and I'll start transferring to the fermenter pretty soon. Howdy brewers. It's the end of the brew day. I'm pretty excited about this one. It's my favourite beer that you can buy, the James Squire Pilsner. but I can't buy it where I live anymore. So I have to travel if I want to get it. So tried my best to make the recipe, because there is no recipe I can see online. So that's why I've called it the James Squire Pilsner Guesswork. I've got my 3470 yeast. This is from the last batch that you saw, the rye lager. So I'm just going to add all this to the aerated wort and leave it for a couple of weeks, and then lager it to ferment, and then lager it for probably another month before I give it a go. So I'll let you know how it goes. You'll see me again doing a review, maybe talk about something else too. So yeah, it was a good brew day. I've got nothing else to say. Happy brewing. Cheers.